And we're live. Welcome to another episode of Easy Sports. And today I'm joined by the homie Zweli. What's happening, my guy?
Yo, what's up, X? Today I changed it up. Usually I'm Meli, sometimes I'm Tandani, but today I'm
Yeah.
Zweli because I wanted the government, because of what our government, what our country has been doing. I'm excited
Yeah.
for this one. I'm excited.
I know indeed. Likewise, Baka, I'm also excited. It's been a minute since you and I
Yeah,
last spoke. I just want to quickly check something, bro. I want to
true.
see if we are live on YouTube. Nah, it's just a quick
No
browse
problem.
here on Easy Sport. Because I did check
No
that the
problem.
comments are open, so yeah.
People check out Steve Sports,
Yeah.
man. YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check
We,
out
we,
the
we,
boys
we
been
live,
working,
though.
bro.
Thank you, thank you,
Yo.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, my guy, it's been, I wanted us to, discuss South African sports. I mean, for the first
Yeah.
time, I don't know in how long, Bafana, Springboks, Proteas,
And the
all
proteins. Yeah.
one, yeah, all one, in the same weekend. I'm on
Yeah.
Chat GPT right now, checking when was the last time that shit ever happened, bro. And I don't think it's ever happened where all three teams have won. So let's take it away.
Absolutely.
I think we should start off with the football, bro. I'm not sure if you
Yeah.
watched the game on Saturday
No,
between.
unfortunately, I wasn't because I wasn't actually
Mm,
home. I was out
oh
and
yeah.
about, but yeah, but I was very lucky enough to catch up
Mm,
on the highlights as well as
yeah.
the score results and the match results and the match results.
Mm,
Sorry, no, great performance. I think we've all been tracking. Well, South Africans have been tracking. Actually, Africa has been tracking the progress of
mhm,
South Africa because of how well Hugo has been doing with the team. With the World Cup qualifiers
mm,
as well as now the AFCON. So, incredible result. I love the fact that we're dominating. Back in the day, I think we'd win 1-0, 2-1. It would always be us
yeah.
by a slim margin. But now it feels like, okay, yes, the World Cup qualifiers were very tight. But now with the AFCON, the game we just played now, 3-1 is an incredible result, man. And I feel like we could have even had a clean sheet. But hey, a win is a win. How did you feel
Yeah.
about the game? You watched it, I'm assuming?
Yeah, you know what? I was watching it simultaneously with the Springboks, right? So it
Yeah,
sucks
yeah.
whenever kickoff is like, I think the Springboks kicked off before Bafana, but because football is a longer, it's longer,
Yeah.
it's 45 minutes with long added time now. So yeah, man, I was thoroughly impressed in how we. What's nice, with the current Bafana team, we have
Yeah.
control of games, bro. Regardless
Mm.
of who we're playing against, you feel a sense of control. We are very well organized.
Yeah.
The shape that we keep is a very difficult shape that for our opponents to break down. I mean, we've seen it even with Nigeria, teams that have players that are even bigger than us, we still are
Star
able
study.
to exactly start started with inverted covers.
Yeah.
We
Because they
still
didn't
able to
qualify.
hold our own. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna touch on them just now. Yeah. But it's that, man, and I mean Sipombule as well, bro. Wow, like the guy, what a yo, the guy is
Ayapega.
yeah, no,
Ayapega, but he's
indeed.
always serving. He's
Yeah,
always
he's
serving.
been. Yeah, I mean, he's been given a second chance, in this
Yeah.
football thing, and he has, of course, taken this opportunity with both hands. I mean, since he's playing for Pirates now, he's getting regular call-ups, and whenever he plays for Bafana, he plays extremely well. And one thing I like about him is that he's very comfortable in possession and he doesn't give the ball away. I look at Man United, our club, we don't have midfielders who are good at retaining the ball.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be able to score goals, it's another to be able to retain possession. Because if you can retain possession, it means that it will be very difficult for the opposition to score against you, and you get to control games. Never did I feel that Zambia is gonna come back. Never did
Yeah.
I feel that we are not going to score another goal. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, there's a high chance that we will score another goal, bro. But I just wanted to also ask you, Naz, maybe, I don't want to go on a tangent here. You the
Yeah.
guest. Uh, I just wanted to ask you, what's your take on Lyle Foster, bro? Do you rate Lyle like highly?
I think as always, X, you're one of the minds that I always pick when it comes to sports, and you have opened
Yeah.
my eyes to Lyle. I think the hype
Mm,
around him being in the EPL, when he does
mm,
score in the EPL, you know, he comes with that residue of, yo, I just scored last week. That's why I'm starting now. But then for us, I don't think he produces, bro. I don't think, and that's something I was going to speak about when you're speaking about Umbule, bro. I think what Hugo has
yeah.
done is he's given everyone a role that fits their,
Mm,
what's the right word, characteristics, their personality,
yeah.
what they can and are willing to do. Whereas I don't think Lyle, sorry, is fulfilling that, because I don't think it's his style of play, which I'm still finding very difficult to identify. What is his style of play? Are you dropping deep? Are you going to be our target man? Do you want balls in the
Mm,
air? Do you want balls on the floor? So I don't know. Lyle, it's a question mark. I'm in limbo with him, because there is
mm,
obviously a player there, you know, especially coming from our club Pirates and being
mm,
able to go abroad. But I don't think he's fulfilling the role as much as we'd like him to.
yeah.
Take it away. I know how you feel about him.
Yeah.
Take it away.
No, no, no. Look. I respect Lyle Foster. I'm not here
Yes,
to
sir.
clown Lyle in any way.
Yeah,
This is, of course, an unpopular opinion that I'm about to make.
that's why we're
I
here.
I believe that, I mean, the bulk of our players play locally, right?
Yes, sir.
I believe if you are based overseas, you need to be exceptional for us
Yeah,
to select you. If, like Lyle Foster, with all due respect, he plays for Burnley, but the gap between him and the rest of the team is very small.
yeah,
It's not night and day.
yeah.
And I feel like Bafana, of course, our core is local players, right? And I mean, I can see that there's a huge resurgence in our league. I mean, even when you look at how Sundowns has competed in the Club World Cup, I mean,
Yeah.
Dortmund beat them 4-3, and it was a close 4-3.
It
It
was a
wasn't
good
like
game.
a,
Yeah,
it was a good game. So for me, I just feel that if you are based Urkant, there needs to be a gap between
a big one.
you and the,
Yeah,
exactly. It's like Osman and Nigeria. You can
you can
clearly
see
see
that
that
guy. Yeah,
that's the man.
yeah,
Mbuemo, Cameroon. You
yeah,
know, same thing with Cedric Bukambu for
yeah,
DRC. There's a
yeah.
gap between him and the rest. And so for me, if you are playing in Europe, you have to be exceptional for us to 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 even make a selection. That's just my opinion, because we look at the last
Can I add?
AFCON.
Can I add?
Yep, you can add.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm,
just to add to that, like I
yeah.
also think it's not just Europe. If you're playing in the
Mm,
top five leagues, because I
mm,
mean, I watched Belgium play
mm.
against, I think it was Kazakhstan or something, and you could see that Doku is different as opposed to other players who are also playing in the Belgium league. So I just want to
Mm,
add to that especially that La's not playing in, I don't know, he's not playing in Turkey. You know, he's playing
yeah,
in England. You know, so there should be
exactly.
a gap. Sorry, but you were saying the
100%.
last AFCON.
Yeah, it's like even in the last AFCON, we didn't go to the AFCON with him, and yet we still,
Mm,
did very well. We punched above our weight and we got there. So imagine if SA would have like an Osman, you know,
yeah,
with how we create the amount of chances we create and how we
yeah,
play, it would be beneficial for a player like Osimhen, to be in our team. And this is not to say I'm comparing the two guys, but I'm just talking about
yeah.
the
We'd
the,
be,
the, the levels,
yeah,
you know. And it is what it is. Like I just feel
yes,
we should always, you should always gain a call up, especially with like Igabi, but Lyle is not really the main man at Burnley. He's in and out the
yeah. He's
team.
not.
Yes, he does score. He scored against United. I did see his goal
Yeah.
when he pulled one back. But I just think the level, the level between him and the rest of the team is not significant.
Mm.
And
I just,
that's the reason why I have my reservations. And this is not to say he sucks in any way.
of course
If
not.
he's
Yeah.
watching, this is not to throw shade at him
Now we love you, Lyle.
personally.
Yeah, we love you,
Not
Lyle.
it's
Yeah,
it's just we just talk about the footballing ability here. We're not
yeah.
talking
The
about him.
performance side. Yeah.
Exactly,
So,
performance side.
so
Yeah.
there is something
Mm,
that you and I, as spectators, fans, supporters, may not be
yeah.
seeing that Hugo's seeing. Because if you look at
Mm,
Hugo's call ups, right? You know, a lot of people are questioning why he doesn't call up Lyle. There are a few other
yeah.
players who are playing abroad. I mean, why he doesn't call up Lodge? Sorry,
Lodge.
there's a few.
Yeah.
There are a few other players who are playing
Mm,
abroad that he hasn't called up, or maybe he calls them up, but he doesn't play them, you know? So I do want to say there's something that Hugo may be cooking. Maybe he's trying to
mm,
mold Lyle into a certain way. But I go back to the statement that I made as you asked this question. I just don't see his contributions. I just don't see,
yeah.
you know, that you've heard that thing where players go abroad and they're afraid to play for their countries because they don't want to get injured.
Yeah,
So I'm also
yeah,
wondering, like, holding back, is he playing at 60%? But then if he's doing that, then he mustn't be there. You know what I'm saying? I would rather take a player who's playing in
he
SA
mustn't.
who's going to give us 100, and rather than a player who's going to hold back, because clearly there's something that Hugo sees, bro, or the coaching staff sees that we might not be seeing. Because if I watch Lodge's highlights, bro, I'm like, this guy should be playing for my team, you know? But there's something that Hugo and the coaching staff don't feel. Maybe it's his attitude, his personality. Maybe he doesn't contribute defensively. I don't know. But there's something that Lyle must be doing. But even though Lyle may feel like
Yeah,
Umtwalo, like we're carrying him, we're still moving forward. And that's what I love, you know? And Hugo does take him off the field, which is great. Yeah.
indeed, bro. That's how, bro. It's like, with all due respect, this is not to say that we against Lyle in any way.
Never,
I have no
never, never.
issues with him, but it's
We don't know
yeah,
him. Yeah, we don't know him.
yeah, we don't, yeah, and as well, man, you are right with Hugo, and it's also difficult to criticize Hugo at this present moment because he's
Yeah.
delivered so much, he's overachieved, he's bought, yo, man, Usipi's
Belief.
tunes, man. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
belief.
yeah.
Yeah, we have presence now
Mm,
as a footballing nation. Before
yeah,
him, we were going through a lot, and so for the mere
yeah.
fact that now we are qualifying for World Cups, we're reaching semi-finals of CAFs. Even for this next CAF, man, I do believe we are a dark horse. We can cause
Mm,
problems,
yeah,
considering how we play.
yeah.
And it's ngayitshayisa, bro. I mean, 2012 they did that. Abo
Mm.
Isaac
They came
Chansa,
out of
Nabo
nowhere.
Kennedy
Remember, yeah.
Moeni. Yeah, they
Mm,
won. They won AFCON, bro, and that's
yeah,
because of how organized they are. I think they
yeah.
focused mostly on the basics, and I do believe that right now football is in a yeah. Right now, man, the standards, bro, like the gap between the top nations and the nations that went on top is closing, bro. It's
Yeah,
closing, bro. Teams that
yeah, it
are
is.
yeah, teams, yeah, especially in our region, Africa, bro. Even if you look at the World Cup qualifiers, Namibia had 15 points. Which
Mm,
other there's another Southern African team that did well. I think Zambia. Yeah,
yeah,
Zambia now yourself. Zambia held its own, bro. I mean,
yeah,
Lesotho even beat Nigeria. I mean, drew against
yeah.
Nigeria rather. So the gap is closing, bro. This thing of I'm a 4-0, I'm a 5-0.
That won't happen.
It's
Yeah.
no longer gonna take place, bro.
I want to
Yeah,
give
yeah,
a big, what's the right word? A shout
yeah.
out or give credit to a lot of coaching staffs that have come to African nations and realized that it's a 11-man squad. You know, I think back in the
Mm,
days you would depend on your Etos, your Drogbas to carry the whole team. But now I think coaches are starting to see that, and like you say, the development of football within the Southern Hemisphere is just increasing. You know, okay, in South Africa,
mm.
I mean in Africa is increasing because players are more able now. The ability, you know, like Mudau, if not, is the second
Hey,
best right back in the world. You know, I mean, in Africa. So for me,
yeah,
I applaud the level of ability that our players have been able to gain over the last 10-15 years. And another thing is Hugo's coming in at the perfect time, bro, because even our Amajimbos are doing great. I know we lost to Japan, who are just more organized, but the generation that Hugo is here is so perfect because he's kind of leaving a blueprint that I hope whoever comes after him
yeah,
will be able to fulfill and develop the current players about Emil Witboy and bring them into the squad. What's his
yeah.
name? Umtutu Shabalan. Also,
Uvilakazi.
yeah,
Yeah,
Uvelegas, yeah, to come into the system. I just hope that's what is being left behind, bro. You know, so it's interesting times for Africa, bro. I can't wait for the AFCON. I can't wait to see how South Africa plays because as much as we are good, you know, we don't have that target on our back, so it relieves the pressure as well as
yeah.
allows us to play the
It,
football that we want to play. Yeah,
yeah, and as well, I think teams as well are not gonna take us lightly anymore. Teams are now gonna prepare. They're gonna ensure that they actually deliver accordingly. I'm not too sure if you can hear me, Meli, but I do see Uguti, you've
I can. Sorry,
removed your
you said
camera. Yeah, I know, no stress. Yeah, no, no
I'm here,
stress,
sir.
no
Yeah,
stress, my guy. It's yeah, no stress, my guy, no stress. Yeah, I think we can segue. Or actually, let's talk about Nigeria, man. Like before we segue, I mean, yo,
Ah,
dude, it's crazy that the Super Eagles, and this is the second time back to back
yeah,
that
yeah,
they
and
didn't qualify for the World Cup.
someone was
Yeah.
saying, when do we drop the African Giants label? When do we drop it? Because they've
Hey,
had it for so long.
dude,
When do we drop it? Because they're playing abysmally. Even I don't know if you watched the game or
dude.
maybe you saw highlights about the game against DRC, bro. The refs, oh my gosh, bro!
Hey.
It's like they were paid naira to make them win that game, bro. And Nigeria still flopped. Chancellor Mbemba for getting DRC through, man.
Yeah,
Nigeria, I'm
yeah.
as
Bemba, yeah.
disappointed.
Because Bemba used to play for Newcastle United, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Center back. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah.
he's
I
leading
remember
some.
him. Hey, yeah, dude. Yeah, TLC has quite a few guys who play in Europe's top five leagues
Yeah.
as well. I mean, Cedric Bukambu, is he still in? He's no longer in Spain, né? Or he's left most probably. Last time I checked, but he's in Europe though,
He is. He's
most
still.
probably.
He's still there.
Yeah,
Oh, he's in.
so it's
Cedric Bakum is
yeah,
in
dude.
Spain.
It's Oh, he's in Spain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, he's playing it
Yeah.
for a good team, dude. And I mean, you've also got Twanzwebi, you know, United Academy player. Yeah, dog. Like I do believe that DRC. Most people get they were like, yeah, Nigeria should qualify, but hey, man, it's
It's
this
what you were
region,
saying.
Africa. It's very
The
difficult.
gap's closing. It's what you were saying, bro.
Yeah, it's closing, bro. It's closing, bro. And I
Yeah.
heard that the Nigerian, yeah, the NFF, the Nigerian Football Federation, hey, it's a mess, bro.
I can
It's
imagine,
worse.
bro.
It's worse than Safa.
I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
imagine.
They're not
Remember,
paying
their
players.
qualifying games, they
Yeah.
couldn't even play at their home stadiums because they were bad. And I'm like, bro,
Mm,
Nigeria's got one of the biggest economies. It's one of the biggest countries in Africa. How is it this
mm,
bad? So, as we've said about SAFA and South Africa, when the top is in shambles, it will trickle down to the field. And now they are reaping the
mm,
rewards. I honestly don't know how the admin was before the past two
mm.
World Cup qualifying campaigns, but maybe it was better than what it is now, or maybe they had more. I don't know. Maybe the talent was better, but
Yeah.
when the top is
Mm,
doing badly, it trickles down to the field, bro, and it's showing now.
yeah.
Nigerians must be so upset, and it is a blow for the continent of Africa, because you'd like to see your big teams there, but it's a
Mm,
balance because we also want to see the smaller countries being given a chance on such a grand platform. So shout out to the
yeah.
teams that are making it, and South Africa included.
Yeah, man.
Lucky to the ones that are.
100%.
Yeah.
Dude. It feels so weird. Like I'm just not used to
Mm,
Bafana, being in the position that they are in right now. And then
yeah, bro.
Mobega in Nigeria, them struggling. Cameroon also didn't
Struggling.
qualify.
Yeah.
It's insane, bro. It really is insane. It's like the pendulum is swinging now.
It's changed.
It's
Yeah.
swinging to the yeah. It's changed, dog. So yeah, man, it is what it is. Sorry to the the Super Eagle supporters. We
I'm
know
not
there's a lot
sorry.
of you here in South Africa.
They watching. All of you Nigerians
Hillbro,
watching. We
Hillbro
love
was
you.
hella quiet though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hillbro was hella quiet. Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe you said that.
Windsor, Windsor was hella quiet, dog. Yeah,
Yovo was hella quiet. Sunny side was
yeah,
hella
dude,
quiet.
dog. It is what it is, dog. Because I mean, remember when they won AFCON here, bro, in SA?
Yo, yo.
Yo. Besingalali, boy.
Bro, I'd actually like to see reports. I wonder if outside of Nigeria, if we're the most populated country with Nigeria,
Yeah,
because it's very possible. The whole
yeah,
country was happy
yeah,
when Nigeria won.
yeah,
All the baddies in the clubs were
yeah,
happy because they knew. I'm joking.
yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah, we're just joking, guys. Yeah, we're
We're
just joking.
joking,
Don't take it
guys.
serious.
We're
Yeah,
joking.
because we live in an era now, Sweetie dog. You can't even, a joke is seen as something offensive now,
Can't,
but we don't mean any offense.
can't joke
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
Of
yeah,
course
yeah.
not.
I, dude,
Unlucky
I'm not
Nigeria.
sure if
Unlucky
you.
Cameroon.
Yeah. And then did you see Thingy's comments? Uh, the Italian manager, Gattuso's comments. on African
No,
on Africa. Let me show it up though. Let me
let's
bring
see
you
this.
what this guy said.
Let's see.
I
Sometimes maybe good,
Chinaro,
sometimes maybe
man.
Gattuso.
Maybe this one
Sometimes
it's maybe shit. This one.
it's maybe shit.
This one is maybe shit. You know, yeah. You see, Africa
Whoa,
deserves fewer.
damn, bro! I can't believe it. Like, and it seems like that is a interview, like a press conference, bro. It seems like that's a press
Bro,
conference. Not,
and
when someone checks you
uh,
with the camera saying something silly. That's different to this.
uh,
This is well thought out. God damn.
this
I
is
can't believe he said this.
damn, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, that's why Haaland and them gave him 4 yesterday. I mean, they lost 4-1 to Norway. Norway are in the World Cup. Norway won all their
They
games, bro.
perfect campaign. Yeah, no,
Mm.
they were dominating and Italy weak. I don't
Yeah,
care. And that's what
Italy
karma
has
does.
yeah, Italy has fallen off, bro. From a
Mm.
footballing standpoint, I don't know what's happening. The newer generation are not it. Even when I was there 2 years back, I was taking a bus now from Rome and going down south. And I was speaking to
Yeah,
these lighties, man. They were like these lighties, they got drip. One thing about the Italian
yeah.
ninjas there, bruh, swag. Man,
Yeah, I
but
know.
they're on another
Yeah,
level. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I was like speaking to one of the lighties, man. And he was just surprised by my football knowledge, saying that, bro, you actually know our league. I'm like, yeah, bro, I
yeah.
support Juve. Juve is my team. Of late, Juve is shaky. They're not performing. They're not doing their things. Then I told him that one thing I've realized is that the football players that are coming out of Italy now are nowhere near the levels of the players of old. And
Yeah.
then I named him the 2006 World Cup team. And literally his friends looked back. They were shocked that I actually knew all
That you
these
knew it.
players.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, bruh, all these guys are elite.
World
Everyone
class.
was
Mm.
elite. I mean, Buffon, you've got Zambrotta on the right, you've got
Mm.
Nesta, you've got
Maldini.
Maldini,
Woo!
you've got Cannavaro. In
Woo!
the
World
middle
Cup.
of the park,
Ballon d'Or.
you had
Mm.
young De Rossi, Daniela De Rossi, you had Perotta, you had Francisco Totti, you had
Wasn't Perlo there?
Luca Toni, you got Perlo, my
Woo!
guy, you got Katsu, him, the guy who made the comments. You
Himself.
got
This
him.
racist guy.
Yeah, as much as he's sometimes what again,
Sometimes
sometimes
maybe
maybe
good,
shit.
sometimes
Yeah,
maybe
but
shit.
maybe
He
shit.
was
You see,
incredible.
right now is maybe shit right now, right?
Shit.
Yeah, it's maybe shit, but like the guy was a bowler in his
No, he
days.
could play. Yeah,
He could play and he was very defensive. I
yeah,
mean, even the strikers, bro. Like Italy used to produce bad boy finishes,
yeah.
dog. About Tony, remember that guy, Luca Toni,
Yeah, I
who
remember.
his celebration, and then you got Inzaghi, you've got
Woo!
Del Piero, and Del Piero
Woo!
even used to bench because they preferred
Yes,
playing Totti as the
Totti
support
over
as
him.
the over him, bro. You
Mm.
know, these guys there's a guy who used to play for Juve, Iaquinta. Yeah, it's Vincenzo Iaquinta. He was also at the
I don't
'06
remember him.
World Cup.
Yeah.
Man, Camoronesi, right wing. Like, bro, this team was heat.
It was
Now,
fire, man.
bruh, tell us. I don't, bro. Besides
Yeah.
Thingy, Bastoni, of course, Donnarumma is solid. Donnarumma is solid. Besides
Chiesa.
Bastoni, Chiesa, who's this guy who plays in the middle? Barella, who I
Woo!
think is their best player.
He is incredible. He is incredible.
Yeah. Who else can you be like? Yeah. Who else can you think of from the Italian national team that brings
Destiny Dogi,
fear?
but they weak,
Yeah.
bro. They're not then.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I wonder if it's got to do with their I don't want to say development because that sounds like club football, but I
Yeah.
don't know if it starts with the youth, like because they're
Yeah.
not producing.
Yeah. Let me just
Even though
get.
it's stronger than the African teams.
Yeah, I can't see this properly, bro. Let me change the color. She was.
Shavar
This is.
just spit bars.
I know
Shavar
Shiva
just
always
spit bars.
spits bars.
I
Yeah, let's
know,
just leave
bro.
it like this. Yeah, Shiva always drops gems, man.
Yeah. What he doesn't understand is that even though the top European teams are stronger than the African teams, the bottom European teams are part timers, whereas Africa is competitive all round. Fact,
Thank
Mokoeva had
you.
If I had
You see,
clappers, I'd be clapping.
yeah, well done. That's a very powerful comment there, Shavar.
Yeah,
And I mean, look at South America as well. I think South
yeah.
America is the toughest in my opinion because
One of the toughest
boy,
continents.
oh boy, yo, Bolivia will slap you, bro, on their day.
Yeah.
Peru will slap
Venezuela.
you on the day.
Venezuela
Venezuela
was,
will
yeah,
slap you. Chile will
always
slap you,
slap
bro.
you. Yeah, Uruguay
Uruguay,
would
you
slap
saw
you.
what they did to us in 2010.
I
That 3
remember,
0
bro.
still
Diego.
hits. It was a cold, cold winter's day. I remember that day.
Oh,
It was freezing,
it was
dog.
freezing. Diego
Ah,
Forlan. Oh
Diego.
my God.
Ah,
Now,
Diego cooked us, bruh.
he
I
did, bro.
cooked us, my guy. Cooked
Yeah,
us.
Shiva, as always, bro.
Mm,
You're so right, bro. I think a lot of
mm,
people, not just people in sports, don't understand what you've just said right here because
mm,
they consider themselves, they're almost like America. They're in a bubble when it comes to football because they think that because we're in Europe, because we're a European country, we're incredible. Moldova, San Marino. You're not big country, like you're not
Gibraltar.
Gibraltar. You're not footballing nations, guys. You just happen to be on a football continent. Whereas I
Yeah.
think Gibraltar will get piped by our like mid countries. You know, I feel like
Yeah.
Zambia would chow them. I feel like
Yeah.
there's so many countries in Africa that will chow probably 60%, if not 70% of European teams, bro.
Yeah.
So shout out Shiva. Just want to, yeah.
It's so skewed in Europe, bro. It's like you saw what's this team?
Portugal beats
Portugal
Armenia.
9-1, bro. Like 9-1. Like really.
Bro,
That's insane.
I almost feel like, you know, in the Indian cricket team, right? We'll talk about cricket later, but like a
Yeah.
lot of them have other professions where there'll be a cricketer, but he's also a doctor. I feel like in
Yeah.
Europe, some of the countries, it's exactly the same, where like these
Mm,
guys aren't actually professional football players. They just happen to be born from a European country, and this European country needs players, so they just get these guys. But like you
mm,
say, it is skewed, bro. Like a 9-1 victory, that's very seldom in
mm.
Africa. Like
It
9-1,
really
that's
is.
all. Yeah, that
Uh-uh.
won't happen in Africa. Even if we play
Yeah.
against Lesotho or we play against
Mhm.
Swaziland, 9-1 is because Africa has
Nah.
fighters. Ask Jose. Jose knows about Africa.
Yeah, he knows
Jose,
about it. So
yeah.
yeah, Gattuso sometimes maybe shit this time around.
Sometimes maybe
That's
shit.
yeah, yeah. We're not gonna get emotional and
Yeah.
lose our tempers. That's not how we roll, you know.
Mhm.
But sometimes maybe shit. Your statement, I no, we don't agree with
Think
you, bro.
before you speak. And
Yeah,
I
please.
feel like when they do things like this, it's to take the light away from how badly
Mm.
their situation currently is, you know?
Yo,
Because
it's
a lot of
horrific.
it's bad, bro.
Mm.
A lot of people are like swayed by what
Mm.
famous people say. So if Gattuso, who was the
Mm.
legend that he is saying this, let's not think about how bad Italy's doing. Let's actually think about why we don't have more spots at World Cup. No, guys. No, guys.
I mean, the tournament was extended, dog. Like, what more does he want?
What?
Like,
What? Yeah.
really? It was extended, my guy. Aye. You must relax. You must
Excuses.
relax.
Excuses.
Yeah, just take your
Was
L.
still, bro.
He lost 4-0 in Norway and then lost 4-1 in the return
At
fixtures.
home.
That's
Yeah, no,
eight.
that's
You know what
8-1.
I mean? Yeah, that's 8-1, my guy. Focus on Norway, Haaland, and them. They
Yeah.
focus on those guys, bruh.
Leave
All
Africa
right,
alone.
leave us alone. Yeah, rightly so, dog. Let's move over to Thingy. Let's touch on the rugby. I'm not sure if you watched the rugby.
No,
Oh,
that one I watched. No, that one I was able to
yeah,
watch because where I was very
yeah,
Afrikaans and it was on the
yeah,
TV, so I
yeah,
watched the
yeah.
rugby, bro.
Can I ask you a question? Do you sing the national
Of course.
anthem, dog, when it goes on?
Always. That's
Yeah,
like our
always.
tradition, bro. We always
Yeah,
sing the
yeah,
national anthem. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Even if I'm alone, bro, I sing it, dog. Like,
Same, same, bro. That's
I
my
sing
national
it.
anthem. And it's not like
Yeah,
I get to sing it every month, every day, every week. Sometimes our
exactly.
national teams take like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I mean 3 months to
yeah,
play. So it's a very like empowering feeling to
yeah.
sing your national
It
anthem and to
is
see your players also singing it with pride, you know.
exactly.
Sometimes some of them are
Yeah,
tearing up on their debuts, or maybe it's like a
yeah,
milestone match. Nah, I always sing it, bro. I'm proudly South African when it comes to sports. I want to put that
yeah,
in there. When it comes to
yeah.
sports.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, with the rugby, man, like, let me just share my screen, dog. I wanted us to discuss, of course,
Please,
the
please,
elephants
please.
in the room. Yeah, you know that decision, you know that they
Bad
gave
refereeing.
us, man.
Bad
So
refereeing.
these are the three scenarios, man. I mean, we get red carded, bro. You know, Mustard got red
Look how low
carded.
he
It's
is.
the other fools.
Look how
Yeah.
low he
And he's
is.
tall, bro. This guy is over 2 meters tall, bro. And they expect
I
this guy to
know,
go
bro.
down super low, you know. But
And
I
I just
mean,
wanna like add,
mm,
sorry, X.
mm,
Homeboy that apparently got hit in too high, right?
yeah.
He got up right after the tackle. He was fine. He
Yeah.
was the
He
Italian
was.
player was fine. So I don't know
Mm,
what the refs want against it. There's an agenda, my friend. There's an agenda. I'll
mm,
say it live on Sleazy Sports.
yeah.
There's an agenda against my Springbok team, guys. 2 yellows in
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yes.
No, I mean
Yeah,
two
you need two
reds.
reds.
2 reds.
Yeah, two
Right,
reds.
2 reds.
I mean, really, it's even with me, this one I found it very weird and
It is
questionable.
bad,
And
bro.
I knew we were gonna get a red. Because I was like, they're gonna give us a red again. Because it's South
Yeah,
Africa. And what's crazy is that we're using our second team, dog. Like we were down to 14 men with our second team, and we
yeah.
still won 32-14, dog.
And
Like,
that's the scoreline reflects the game. That's what I like.
yo,
We
bro.
dominated. We
Yo,
dominated.
dude, it's like, of course, Italy. I mean, them having to scrum against 7 players while there's 8 play. They have 8 players. They won a lot of scrums
A lot
at
of
the
them. Yeah.
beginning, but of course, Rassi, I think, was still trying to figure out how to nullify the event that has just occurred. You know, he made
Yeah.
a few substitutions here and there in the forward
And
pack,
quickly, eh? He did them
very
quickly.
quickly. You
Yeah.
know, he broke on Franco Low. No, is it? No, it's not Franco Low, but it's Wilco. Yeah, Wilco. Oh, I forgot his name, but he's a big prop. Yeah. It's a
It's
big prop,
Wilco. Yeah,
man.
yeah. His
Over.
name's Wilco.
Yeah, it's Wilco. Yeah, it's Wilco. Yeah, he brought him on because he's big and he's strong. He usually uses him in the second half, but like he had to use him because one of our props will the guy was new to the team. I think it was a second cap, so he just bought him off and he used
Yeah.
Wilco. And then I could see at first, you know, our players were still trying to acclimatize to conditions and everything, but they did it very quickly. When we started scoring, you know, I think Pollard sunk the first penalty. That's
Yeah.
when you kind of felt that okay, the Boks are in control. That's one thing I like about the Springboks. They are in control of games,
Not
even in
frantic. Yeah.
yeah, we're not frantic. We don't panic.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that Rassi um, didn't like go, okay, all the first team players go in. You know, he
Yeah. Yeah.
allowed the second team players to gain that experience. You know, it's adversity, you know.
It is.
I mean, with any, I mean, if you're playing at a very high level, you are bound to be in a situation where you are in an adverse situation and you have to
Yeah.
now figure out a way of getting out of the situation. And credit to the gents, man. They showed a lot of character, man. Like I was
Yeah.
impressed with each and every one of them. I thought they played exceptionally well. You know, even our backline as well. Abu
Look,
Moody,
Willems.
Damian
Oh,
Willemse. Hey,
what a
Willemse,
what a
yo, what a
performance.
player, bro.
Yeah.
What
No,
a
he's.
player. Like,
I was.
he's
I
just
was.
out of this world.
The
Mm,
people I was with, I was breaking down what Damien's job was, and I was basically saying he's like a goalkeeper, right? Any high balls,
mm,
he's the guy who's going to take them and either ball carry or kick back.
mm.
And every time he did that, he looked exactly like a goalkeeper. You know, he would catch the ball, either run at players or kick it over and chase. And he did his job perfectly. And once again, team selection. I mean, previously we were giving a shout out to Hugo Bruce, sorry. Urasi dog, his team selection, who needs what. It's almost like he's in the mind of his
Mm,
opponent. Because how many times have South Africa struggled with the high ball, you know? So I'm sure Italy were like, we're gonna try that and try and defeat them, especially now that they're a man down. And because we had the personnel, bro, we got it done. Even the drop goal, the
yeah.
drop kick that disallowed, you know, scoring first brings a big
Mm,
like wave of momentum. Yes, it got disallowed, but when we scored, even I was like, thank you. At least we got points on
yeah.
the ball with the man down. Once again, I think it was Pollard now who got the drop
Yeah.
kick. Yeah, so once again,
Yeah.
personnel, you know, like trying that. You've played rugby, my friend. Trying a drop kick is
Yeah.
no like
It's
joke.
not
So
easy, bro.
yeah, so taking that experience and being like, I know Italy's defending pretty well right now. Actually, throw me the ball. Let me drop kick it, get points. Now, shout out to Rassi, team selection. Shout out to the boys also. They never gave up, you know. There are a lot of teams
Yeah,
that I feel like if they went a man down, you know, and especially in
yeah,
such an unfair manner because there are TMOs, which means
yeah.
Rassi the box as well as some coaching stuff at the bottom. They have heard that actually it was a bad call. It should maybe have been a yellow, not a red. That could demotivate coaching staff, demotivate the players, making them focus only on the rugby. I mean, on the ref. But nah, they kept going. They kept fighting. All of our tries were incredible. I'm so happy for Ethan Hooker scoring his
Yeah,
first. Yeah,
first,
scoring,
yeah.
and
Mm.
also what's his name? Grant Williams scoring his first try in Europe. So no, shout out to the boys,
Nah,
bro. Like,
it's actually he scored against France as well, bro.
oh,
Grant.
sorry, was it? Oh, my bad, my bad. Okay, no.
Yeah,
So shout
but
out to
yeah, but shout out to our number nines, dog. Even the Van der Berger, yeah, Van
yeah,
der
yeah,
Berger guy, yeah, he also scored a try there.
personnel, bro. Yeah.
Personnel, man. It's hey, man, our team is just filled with
It is,
elite
bro. We
players,
always speak
man.
about this. We always speak
Yeah,
about this.
and you know next year there won't be a rugby championship, bro. You know that tournament that we yeah, bro. It's not gonna
Wow.
be played for the next 2 years. I'm not too sure why. I need to do my research on that. But
We as well.
But New Zealand are coming to SA, bro, and of course Australia are feeling some type of way because we now are the benchmark. The gap
Yeah,
is now opening
and it's
between
growing.
us. Yeah, it's growing
And it's
between
growing.
us and the rest of Europe. I mean, and not even Europe, even between New Zealand and Australia. We're just better than both nations now.
Yeah, and we're
Um,
producing better players now. It's not
this
just a
is what
team.
happened. You see, this is what happens when you kick South Africa out of Super Rugby. I mean, in
Mm,
2020, we got kicked out of Super Rugby, and I always say iron sharpens iron. You know,
true. You need to
there's
compete against the best. Yeah.
yeah, there's a what like a New Zealand legend, Israel Dag, yo, superstar fullback. Hey, that guy was elite, bro. He
I've heard
even
the name,
spoke.
but
Yeah, I know
yeah.
Israel. Israel Dag, dude, high IQ. You see the ballers before. You see the generation before this one for New Zealand was filled with high IQ ballers.
About
Even
Dan.
new guys. You know, even the new guys. Like I remember when thingy. Who's this guy? Barrett. Barrett was still a lighty. He was Daniel Carter's understudy, but you could see Barrett was going to be a superstar. And right
Yeah.
now, he's a legend as well. He's up there with your Dan Carters of this world. He's won IRP
Yeah.
Player of the Year twice back to back.
Twice. Yeah.
So but now the older generation, like about Barrett is in the twilight of his career. I think he's 33, 34. He'll
Yeah.
soon retire. What's their
And his brothers.
contingency plan? What's their succession plan? Because
Yeah.
these new rugby players that they're producing, they're not as good as the person who is getting replaced. I mean, like right now, you can see with South Africa, Abulukanyo Mbonambi, who's this guy, Mapimpi,
Yeah.
Faf de Klerk. Like there's guys who are getting phased out of the box. You can clearly see that
Yeah.
it's happening,
Yeah.
it's taking place, but we're not stressing. We're not like, why isn't he
Yeah.
selecting Because we know we've got Moody, we've got Jesse Krill, who now yourself will be phased out. I know after the next World Cup, Jesse Krill will also be phased out.
Yeah.
Damien Dalandi will also get phased out.
A
Already
lot of
Vili Leroux. I think Leroux was given his last, you see, and when we were having, yeah, I think we had the during the rugby championship, they were giving him a few more caps so that he can earn a century.
yeah, I
Now he's
saw that.
phased out, you see. So
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen, you know. I even see guys like Abu Sia after the next World Cup. Sia will also be phased out,
Yeah.
same as Eben Elizabeth. But we're not stressing, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas Australia, New Zealand, the standards are dropping, bro. The guys that
Yeah.
are coming up are not heat, dog. You know, there's
There's
only one guy who I think is heat. There's a guy named Satiti who plays for the All Blacks. Satiti is a baller, bro. You can see Satiti got that. Yes, he's world
what
class.
position does he play?
He plays. He's a flanker or
Oh,
eighth man.
I thought he's
Yeah,
eighth. Okay, no, then I do know him.
yeah,
Yeah, I do know him.
eight with the fro. Hey,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a
no,
lot
he's
of
very
hair.
good.
Satiti
Yeah.
is good, bro. That's the only
There's
guy who I can think of, bro.
He's coming up,
Yeah,
ne? There's something that
Yeah.
you said earlier, bro, when you
Mm,
spoke about conditions in South Africa. I mean, in Italy when we went to play, and then you said iron
mm.
sharpens iron. I also
Yeah.
think the country that we're in, bro, kind of forces athletes to pull through, because of the
Mm,
internal conflicts that are happening, whether it's racial, economic, financial, geographic, all of that. As you know, bro, when Mapimpi comes through, tells his story, Sia tells his story, you can see where
mm.
these guys come from. And obviously, you've got the Afrikaners who are in another world, but all of that
Yeah.
makes our players so much better, bro. And I think other countries, maybe back then, the Maoris and the whites in New Zealand were fighting, so that's why they had internal conflicts. That's why they became so good. But I don't think that's the case right now. We are able to produce players from Eastern Cape, Western Cape, to Gauteng, North, everywhere because of that. There's
Mm.
competition amongst ourselves. Do you remember when we were in Northcliffe, bro?
Yeah.
We wouldn't compare against other schools. It would be what time did Kolani run? What time did Zweli run? Because we wanted to
Mm.
compare how we were doing against each other. So that's how I think South Africa
Mm.
has been operating right now, from
Mm.
grassroots up to our Springboks. That's why we're producing so many good players. And of course, I've
Yeah.
added extra factors, speaking politically, racially,
Yeah.
geographically, all those other things. But I think that's why we are still producing so much talent,
Yeah.
because Grey Bloom is competing
Mm.
against Grey
Yeah.
in another province. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
PE.
saying?
Yeah. Great PE.
PE,
That's
for
where
example.
Sia's from. Yeah. Great
Yeah,
PE.
so all of that,
Yeah.
Cares still fights against
Yeah.
um Jeppy and
JP.
St. John's. Yeah, so
Yeah.
all of that, all those feuds
Mm.
have produced
And
what we call it, a pipeline.
yeah, and as well, our Craven Week, bro, is
Yeah,
very unique. There is no Craven Weeks in
in the
any other
world.
country. There's
Yeah,
a guy, shout outs to him. His channel is called Egg Chasers. He's from the UK to South
you
Africa to
told me.
speak about the
You
rugby in
told me.
SA. Homie
Mm.
was just blown away by the standard of our schoolboy rugby. He's like, bruh,
Yeah,
like these kids, bro, like the scouts all over the world that are here from the French league,
mm.
English league, just scouting the players who don't get picked
Kids.
up because
Yeah,
of how competitive it is, bro. Like
yeah,
you've just named a few schools that are good at rugby. Like there's a lot, bro. There's
a lot.
gang,
Yeah, there's a lot
gang,
more.
gang, gang, gang,
Yeah,
gang, gang, bro. And it's good to see that our rugby is just getting better. And I like that Rassi. One thing about Rassi that he's really good at is his man management and also him eliminating egos in the change room. It's also good to have a captain like Sia who also has no ego, bruh. I mean, he got a red card against France. In the previous game. No, no, no. We got a red card. We as a team got a red card, but yet Sia decided to, sit back and let Rassi do his
his
magic.
job.
Whereas
Yeah,
with other players, some players have egos, bro. They don't want to go off. They would
yeah,
rather, continue playing, for
to
their
prove a
sake
point or
and
something.
prove a point.
Yeah,
So yeah, you can clearly see that change room, bro. There's respect amongst each and every yeah player, and yeah, Shavaz from Maritzburg College, another elite school. Yeah, Shavaz a rich boy, bro. Like Shavaz, you can even hear his accent. You know,
he got
yeah,
that Maritzburg
Maritzburg
accent.
boys. Yeah, I mean, who's this Jesse Krill? Yeah, Jesse
Yeah, yeah.
Krill is from he's the recent Maritzburg uh
Call up.
former player, and he's a legend. Even Butch James, remember Butch James?
I remember Butch James.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Butch James in '07. He's also from Maritzburg. Maritzburg has produced a shitload of players, bro.
Shout out
A
Shiva.
shitload of
Shout out Maritzburg. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and even David Miller, the cricketer. I
Yes,
think Miller
yes.
is also from there. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So,
Shout out.
hey,
It sounds
man,
like a sporting school. Yeah.
it is, it is, it is, it is, it is. Northcliffe is also coming up, really. I mean, we've got
Slowly.
Vincent Chituka.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
slowly getting there, bro. I mean, we now are playing against teams that when we were there, hey,
They used to
we
send
couldn't
their
play.
fourth teams.
Yeah, but now they send their first teams like Saint
Yeah,
Stephen's. We play against Saints first team. We play against
yeah,
Halfmakar first team.
yeah,
I
bro.
mean, the standards have gone up, bro. They've
Yeah.
gone
We
up, my
catching up.
G.
We
We
catching up.
catching up.
Unlike
School,
unlike
Shabab.
the hockey. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But that's a
Hey,
story
and
for
what's
another.
crazy? Yeah, but what's crazy is that there's like schools here in the north now have Astros, bro. A lot of them, but yet the
I know.
standard, hey,
It's weird,
hey,
bro. As much as we question our
mm,
education system and stuff like that, right?
mm,
Somehow, for some reason, the sporting side of our schools is
mm.
just improves, getting better,
Yeah,
and it's all. I think it's all got to facilities. Yeah, it's all
mm,
got to do with facilities. You give people the room and
yeah.
the platform to perform, they will perform. Yeah,
No, no,
I want to
no,
talk
no, no. Definitely,
about other
definitely.
team.
Yeah. Let's touch on thingy in closing. The cricket. I'm not sure if you watch the
Yes,
cricket. I
sir.
won't lie to you. I didn't. I only watched India's innings, the last innings where we decided to pull a remarkable, a miracle. Yeah, a miracle because really I didn't think that.
Sorry, X.
Am I cutting?
Okay,
Because you also
now you're
cutting.
back.
Yeah, am I
I wonder
back
if it's
now?
my network, but yeah, you're
Yeah,
back. We live, we live.
yeah, because
So no,
you pixelated.
sorry,
Yeah, you can
sorry
go.
about that, guys. So no, I was unable to watch the game, but I did check in the scores and I did that performances. Um, I saw the group also speaking about captaining.
Hey,
Are you in the situation where you're going to say Temba's our greatest captain?
yeah, yeah. You know what, bro? Yeah. I mean, from a Test cricket standpoint, bro, like the guy hasn't. He's only lost one game, I think, in 11, if I'm not mistaken. But I can be corrected for that. So, yeah, I mean, he's delivering. I mean, he's doing something that no other captain has ever done before. He's delivered a chip more than anything, bro. You see, if he would deliver the Cricket World Cup, the ICC Cricket World Cup, oh my days, then he's up there, bro. He's the greatest in my opinion from a captaincy standpoint because really,
Yeah,
the captain does a lot in a cricket game. I didn't play the sport, but I have
yeah.
been following it, and yeah, the captain, even how he sets up the field as well. Like who gets to bowl after the next player. It's a lot, it's a lot.
Batting
And for the
order,
mere fact
everything,
that
everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean, even the pitch. I mean, I saw Cheese touched on how the pitch was awful. I think it's a common
Which is
trait.
weird because
Mm.
uh-huh.
And I'm just saying,
Oh,
it's
is that
ooh.
common in India?
Yeah, like every time we go there, bro, we always play on bad pitches.
That's so weird, man. Because I need to be just played against Pakistan. I watched most of those matches,
Mm,
and their facilities were top notch. I would expect India's to also be top notch, especially because it's a cricketing nation. Well,
mm,
people say it's a hockey nation, but it's a cricketing nation, So that is weird, man. But shout out to our bowlers. They're
mm,
the ones who came up clutch for me.
mm.
Any standout performances for you?
No, indeed, our bowlers, hey man, our bowlers were phenomenal. Who's this guy, man? Ham, what's his name? Hammer, man. Harmer, yeah,
Harmer.
Harmer, yeah,
Yeah,
Harmer,
man of
yeah,
the
man.
match.
Yeah, I mean, it's he's someone who doesn't get selected all the time, and
Yeah.
for him to come in and deliver such a performance in India is, yeah, an achievement for him. It's something that he'll never ever forget, and it's him also raising his hand for the longer format. But it sucks that we not have like because there's a lot of T20 cricket that takes place nowadays. I think there's a lot of money in T20 cricket,
Yeah,
hence it's being played so much. I like
yeah.
Test, bro. I'm old school like that. I think that's cricket. Personally, I prefer,
I'm a
yeah.
fan of ODIs, then tests, then T20.
Mm. For me, it's Test, ODI, then T20. Yeah, I
Oh,
like the
really?
longer format, bro. Like I literally, if I'm working at home, I just switch on my TV, especially if it's the Proteas, bro. Because
It's one
I'm
of the best sports to
uh,
watch, if we're being
yeah,
honest, because
mm,
you have time for yourself also. Unlike football, where
mm,
you have to stay glued. If you look away from your phone, you could miss it. You know, it gives you time. I know. I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Yeah, and I'm hoping
Yeah,
that
Simon
I'm
Harmer.
hoping. Oh, Harmer. Yeah, Simon Harmer. Yeah. And I'm hoping, like, I'd like to go to cricket matches more often now. Like, I'd like to, especially here at Wanderers, it would be nice to,
Yeah.
catch a few, especially test. Because the last time I was there was when it was a test match between SA and England. But we were awful in that period. I think we were on a terrible slum.
That's something
And
that upsets me about the Proteas, bro.
mm,
Is the inconsistency, because we'll be doing great at one format, right? We'll be doing
mm,
great at test, and then we know that we have to give up the other two. Let's say like now we're number one, I think, in tests in the
yeah.
world. Then we'll have to give up. Then we have to give up ODI or T20s, and I hate that. But I guess it's very tough to dominate all, you know. But they have
Yo,
been
Swedy, you sound like a scratch CD, dog.
able. Australia, India,
Yo,
they have been coming so to support the Proteas 100% because of their inconsistent stuff, credible.
yo, yo, Swedy, bro. That was, bro. Now you back. You were, yo, Mpana.
Damn,
You were glitching, bro.
in the multiverse. I'm so. All I
You
was
were
saying is
glitching,
that the
yeah.
Proteas are extremely consistent, and that's so frustrating
Yeah.
when it comes to supporting them.
Yeah. All right. You see, test ODI, backyard cricket, some lighty swinging a bat, throwing the ball against the wall, watching paint dry. Hey.
Yeah,
Shababa. Oh man, Shababa, bro, you finishing me, bro. Hey, I'm with him on that. I'm with him on
that's
that, my
hilarious.
God. Like,
That's
Valley.
hilarious, bro.
Test number one, bro. I test is fun, bro. Especially watching it live. Oh my days, it's therapeutic. You get to chill with calm people. Bright. Drink on water for guys who drink water. You know,
Come up on.
that stuff, bro. Yeah. But in closing, Zwedi, do you have anything in closing, my guy?
I just wanted to close off by saying that, like, I'm very proud of South
Mm,
African sports and the sportsmen, because as
mm,
much as we want to give credit to the admin and everybody that the people on the field are
mm.
actually the ones that produce the results, And from Bafana to Proteas
Yeah.
to Springboks, just keep on doing the thing. I know you guys are watching. Thanks for the support on Squeezy Sports, and I just enjoy and hope for more growth within other sports, that maybe aren't getting the shine that they should be. Your netballs, your basketball. These are also big sports in the world
Mm,
that we might not be on the same level as the world. But yeah,
mm,
we are coming. Track and field, we've always been a presence. We've always been there. There was a
mm.
time boxing, we were up there. I mean, UFC, we were just
Yeah.
there. Yes, we got the title, strongest man in the world. So sports in general, I think South Africa always
Yeah.
leaves a footprint within any and all sports. There's always a variety that you'll find South Africans excelling at, and I just want parents and schools to encourage sports. Keep on encouraging it, because it's a perfect distraction for kids, keeps them healthy, teaches them more lessons than they'll ever learn in the classroom. So yeah, South African sports, a big fan, and I'll always be wearing the green and gold within any sports format, man. And I'm done.
No. You've said a mouthful, my guy. Like, it's a big, like I said, I've never ever witnessed a situation where our cricket,
Yeah.
rugby, and football all win in the same weekend.
Weekend, yeah.
It's Yeah, it's a rare occasion. It just shows you there's a huge resurgence in our sports. I mean, of course,
Yeah.
rugby there we solidified as the top team in the world with
Number
rugby.
one.
And of course, as you mentioned, with cricket, Test cricket, we're number one, and now football is improving. It's ever like even when you watch PSL now, like the gatekeeping has also improved. You see,
Yeah.
as like pirate games, outside of Gauteng, if we're playing in Limpopo, we fill up the stadiums there. Cape Town, we fill up the
Stadium,
stadiums.
yeah,
PE, so it's a
yeah,
good thing to see that from a gatekeeping standpoint, that people are also showing up to watch football. So yeah, there's a huge resurgence
so
in our sports, and yeah, um, may it continue. Of course, Bafana going into the African Cup of Nations. We're gonna have a lot of shows on that
yeah,
as we prepare for that competition. I just can't wait to see what it has for us.
yeah,
And yeah, I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful for a change. In most competitions, I tend to be very,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
for Bafana. But yeah, I think that's it, really. I think we've discussed everything I needed us to discuss. Thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much once again for availing yourself. Guys, please like,
Always, my
comment,
friend. Always.
share, and subscribe to the channel. Help a brother out. This is Easy Sport.